Hey buddy, welcome to G1 Report. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and say something down in the comments. Let's start talking about this. As you may know, I started off doing this just to kind of unleash this passion for New Japan and pro wrestling that I have. Looking to meet fellow nerds out there. So let's hit it off, buddies. So speaking of hitting it off, we had a pretty alright night of G1 action. Pretty alright. I skimmed through some of these opening tag matches. Nothing really stood out, just kind of pretty much standard fare. I feel like we've seen just about all this before, so I'm gonna skip it. We didn't really have any Switchblade and Yo antics, so it's cool. So first match of A Block was Michael Elgin versus Suzuki. Now, normally I would be pretty excited for this match because, as you may know, I just like a good solid never open weight match, just thick angry bastards going at it. And that's exactly what we got here. Fun fact is Michael Elgin won their last G1 meeting, which was last year, I believe. When Suzuki does that arm bar when he gets it and he lays his head, Elgin just freaking reversed that just by just hulking his arm up. So that was pretty cool to see. He actually had the upper hand on Suzuki, kind of slapping him around. Then some shenanigans, desperado involvement. Suzuki ended up getting up there, just destroying Elgin's right arm. That was a really cool story to tell. I like when Suzuki's used like this as a, oh shit, you have a slight injury and you're going up against Suzuki. R.I.P. dude. Elgin got hindered with that one arm. Kind of using just the last of it, and he was always clutching it close. Really good selling from Elgin on this. It was a pretty fun Suzuki match. I mean, he just dominated this. Ended up getting the Gotch style pile driver for the win. Pretty basic match. It's unfortunate, a lot of matches like this, even though it's my style, it's my taste, I like these big matches. I've been on an upswing on Michael Elgin lately, and of course, as you all know, I am a huge Suzuki fan. So it's unfortunate because the matches like these get swept under the rug during the G1. This is another one of those just kind of run-of-the-mill forgettable matches, and honestly one of the run-of-the-mill forgettable nights. So this might be a little quicker than usual. Might be. You know me, I tend to ramble. Suzuki with the win. Suzuki sitting at 3 wins, 2 losses at 6 points, and Elgin is at 2 wins, 3 losses at 4 points. And up next we got the King of Darkness, Evil versus Hangman Page. This is probably a match we'll look back on, saying, oh, we got to see those two guys go at it while they were still like relatively young and fresh, and before things happen, I'm sure, with LIJ and Bullet Club respectively. Page is getting there, but honestly I kind of feel like he's lessening this G1. He doesn't quite fit yet. I think the G1 might have been a little early for him, maybe next year. I'm still kind of surprised we don't have Taichi in there. Just my personal opinion. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. Evil looks great though. He's well-rounded. This is a great match for both of these guys. They're early on in their careers, just kind of working with more people. I believe this was their first one-on-one meeting. They've been on opposite tag matches before, but yeah, just a good learning experience for both of these guys. Page is solid, but just kind of a bit bland. He's just in that tweener territory where they don't really want to pull the trigger either way. Pretty standard match. It's not really a thrilling night for the A Block. Hangman keeps playing those odds, with those high risk spots. Didn't pay off for him too well. One thing I was thinking during this match is we got impressive moves, but we don't have an impressive match, you know? Like it's, I keep saying, especially with Hangman Page is involved, he just has to connect those dots. Like everything's there, it's all there. He can talk, he can move. It's just something isn't quite connecting with me. And that's kind of the general consensus I've been hearing online. I mean, as per usual, this match picked up towards the end. Great finishing sequences. Paige actually getting a pretty decent pop throughout this. I was pretty surprised. Paige is pretty over there. People like his shirt. I guess people like his gimmick of having a rope around his neck. Hey, far be it from me to criticize. Evil ended up hitting a everything is evil for the win, and that brings Evil up to 4 wins, 1 loss, and he is sitting at 8 points, tied with, spoilers, I can't really say who he's tied with. And then we got Hangman Page at 1 win, 4 losses, sitting at 2 points. I believe he is towards the bottom. Yeah, no one was really expecting a good showing from Page, at least points wise in this, so you know. Up next, we got Jay White versus Bad Luck Fale. And now I believe I heard something about this maybe when Finn Balor was on Talk Is Jericho. He mentioned something about Jay White, but they said Devitt ended up getting. It's weird. I don't know how to refer him as, because he has almost like 2 lives: his WWE life, meeting with people, and then his former Devitt life. But Devitt ended up getting Jay White into the dojo after meeting him over in Europe with the help of Fale. So this is kind of a soft, you know, like veteran green as grass competitor going at it. Jay White ended up doing a sneak attack to Tonga Loa before the match started. It was pretty cool. Like Fale turned around and like double took, like, where the hell is he? And he was taking out Tonga Loa. So that was a nice little touch. I mean, if anyone knows shenanigans and fuckery, it's Switchblade. Let's see. Tonga Loa ends up returning the favor with after Fale rocks a distraction with the referee. Jay White laying into those young boys and just kind of chucking them at Bad Luck Fale. Ridiculous crowd brawl, and that's one thing I've been noticing. There's a lot of crowd brawling in this match. I'm curious if it's just something to kind of add to their shows. I mean, for the live crowd there, because I mean, it's kind of difficult to sell people, especially on these middle kind of saggy bits in the G1. Maybe those crowd spots are just to kind of keep the tension in the building high, and for people watching it online too. Who knows? It's that is out of my pay grade, definitely. I want to say it was Switchblade slamming Fale into the English commentary yet again and knocked him out for the rest of this match and a bit of the next match. So it was really kind of nice not having commentary on there. It reminds me of the old G1 days when you know you'd be lucky to have a couple beginning ending with English commentary, and then the rest was either Japanese commentary or no commentary. Some of them, they would just have that hard cam set up. I kind of miss those days, although those are pretty nice. So it was nice just kind of hearing, you know, the odd fans shouting from the audience and heckling, and really hearing what they're saying in the ring. To each their own. Personally, I'm really enjoying Kevin Kelly's work on commentary now, so it's difficult for me to say that I prefer no commentary or even the Japanese commentary. So damn you, Kevin Kelly, you're just too good. Red Shoes ended up getting fucked. Jay White slammed Fale into Red Shoes in the corner, and he just got sandwiched. More Red Shoes spots in this. He has been taking a beating this G1. I'm curious if this might be a bit of a swan song for him coming up, because he's been doing this for a while. I remember seeing him ref some Masahiro Chono death matches back in the 90s, so he's been main event reffing, or at least high profile reffing, for quite some time now. Tama Tonga runs in with a chair spot, looking to do a gun stun on a chair, but Jay White reverses it with a wicked chair shot to Tonga Loa. Looks like he broke off a piece of plastic. Oh, that's had to hurt. Rocked a low blow to Fale, and then freaking Tomatonga just runs in and just lands a gun stun, and Foley picks him up for a bad luck fall for the win. That leaves Jay White 3 wins, 2 losses at 6 points. He lost his chance at being at the top. He is behind. He's behind Evil. Ooh. And Fale is at 2 wins, 3 losses at 4 points. Not that he really cares about it. Up next, we got probably the match I was looking forward to the most tonight. Is it my favorite match of the night? Probably not, which is interesting because I'm a big Tanahashi fan, and I do like me some Togi Makabe. But this is a decent, solid, just kind of like top big name fan favorite, just like long timer match. So it's always nice to see these guys have a long history. Tanahashi, of course, being the odds-on favorite. I think before this match they were 7-2 in singles matches, so Tana's got this. Commentary just kind of randomly kicks back in. There's a decent back and forth, and to my surprise, I mean, the fans are always livid for Tanahashi, but they were pretty well behind Makabe in this. And Makabe just kind of started this match off. He was being a beast, or if you will, a gorilla. Tanahashi just being the ace as usual, just being himself, rocking these matches. If this is your first G1, it's just awesome just to see these matches over and over, so you really get a good feel of what a Tanahashi match means. What his spots are, how he works with everybody. Ace started to take control of the match. Tana was just on a roll. He had his typical finishing sequence of sling blade, crossbody, high fly flow, then the big one, landed it. Not much else to say about that. Just kind of a run-of-the-mill Tanahashi match. Tana's at 4 wins, 1 loss at 8 points, tied with Evil for top block, and Makabe's at 2 wins, 3 losses at 4 points, kind of rounding out the middle of the block. And finally, we have our main event for the night, the one and only main event for Yoshihashi versus his Chaos Leader brethren, Kazuchika Okada. Okada already toying with Yoshihashi, like popping out of the screen and just looking at him like, whoa, and like backing away, like this kind of getting in his head, because of course Yoshihashi is not going to be a threat for Okada. So we thought Yoshihashi starting off pretty hot, and then surprise, we ended up going to the crowd. Okada throwing Yoshihashi 4 rows deep into chairs. I love that, and how that analogy. Okada, turned a switch and got serious because Yoshihashi kind of started to get some ground on him. They were really amping up Okada's neck injuries. After all of his championship matches, his neck was a major target of his opponents, and it was. And it's nice that they're kind of keeping that up there with, like, with Tanahashi's knee or bicep or shoulder, or I'm sure all of his other body parts that are worn down over the years. Yoshihashi kicked out of like a half-assed Rainmaker sit-out type thing. Interesting choice. I had a feeling Yoshihashi would gain some ground on Okada on this one, and I was not wrong. I'm just kind of surprised at how much. And before I get into some of the finishing stuff, it's Yoshihashi just kind of slows down matches. And I'm sure you'll notice this, especially watching the rest of this G1. Yoshihashi's moves, like, everyone just a little slower. I've said it before, I don't think he's up to snuff. I mean, there's a reason people like Tanahashi and Togi Makabe and Suzuki, I mean, there's a reason that they're so valued and just not in overabundance, is because this is a very difficult thing to do, and to do very well up to an Okada level, and for Okada to carry Yoshihashi through in this nice crescendoing match really speaks to Okada's wrestling ability. I think Okada's the wrestling god out of all of them versus Kenny. This is probably Yoshihashi's best singles match. I haven't seen them all, of course, but I'd wager to say this is definitely up there. Yoshihashi got Okada into a seemed like a minute or 2 minute long butterfly lock, which Okada looked kind of worried about. Ends up wiggling his way out of that. We got a tombstone double rainmaker for the win. Okada was so chill after this match, just kind of, you know, up there, he's like 3 wins and just, you know, doing his shtick. They're giving Okada solo time on the mic, which I think is really necessary. I think this run is just kind of him on his own, him just kind of throwing things out there, seeing what sticks, and I'm loving it. He has the weight of the world off his shoulders, which is so refreshing to see. I think he's only going to get better from this. Do I think he's going to win the G1? I almost kind of don't want him to. I've been saying Tanahashi and Ibushi in the finals for a while now, and I would like that. Tanahashi, Ibushi, or Tanahashi and Omega even. That would be really cool to have them go at it. Tanahashi goes over, and then they have a match again at Wrestle. Could happen. At this point, I really don't know. Whatever I say, the opposite happens at this point. But yeah, anyway, that's been my sort of quick, brief recap of A Block Night 5. Not the best one so far, but my God, it's some fantastic wrestling. I'm always excited to see a current Suzuki Tanahashi Okada match. So I'm enjoying it, and I hope you are too. If you are, like I said, subscribe. Give me a follow. Let me know down in the comments, and you know, let's talk. Let's have a discourse about this. Anyway, I ramble far too long. I've been Brent. This is the G1 Report. Have a nice night. Bye.